Tony Dokoupil is in Fajardo, Puerto Rico. Tony, Irma ravaged Puerto Rico, even though the eye of the storm roared some 30 miles offshore. What more can you tell us about the conditions there?
Well, Stephanie, I can tell you that Hurricane Irma only narrowly missed Puerto Rico. It was about 20 miles, maybe 25 miles off of the coast where we are right here in the northeastern part of the island. And that 25 miles really saved the island. In 1989, Hurricane Hugo, a more direct hit that took apart buildings, that took off roofs. This time, when we came out this morning to survey the damage, there were a lot of downed trees, there were a lot of downed power lines, but the brunt of the storm really stayed offshore. And as a result, we can say tonight that Puerto Rico, as far as anyone knows at this point, maybe in the mountains there is some area that has not been reached yet, but as far as anyone knows at this point, including emergency responders, the brunt of the storm seems to have spared most of Puerto Rico.
Well, much like Puerto Rico, Irma is expected to deliver a glancing blow to the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Cuba through Thursday night, with winds still in excess of 175 miles per hour. Are you hearing anything from those islands?
The situation in those islands is similar to the situation in Puerto Rico. Before the hurricane, on a good day, they are already islands with difficulties. Almost half the population here in Puerto Rico lives in poverty, and it is even more dire the further west you go. So as Irma makes only, as you put it, a glancing approach to those islands, nevertheless, any approach, any damage is damage to an island that is not economically in a situation, or politically, organizationally, in a condition where it can readily respond, fund a relief effort, fund a rescue effort, and get back on its feet. Because right now, those islands, if you want to get really technical, they're already flat on their back.
In your piece, you detailed some of the destruction on other Caribbean islands, with Hurricane Jose now on the heels of Irma. Do you have a sense of how the region is preparing for the next storm?
So the way the Caribbean is structured, the finances, the economics of the islands tend to get worse as you go west. And to the east, there are wealthier islands. There's the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, some territories of France and the Netherlands. The conditions are better there, the infrastructure is better there, but you have a different problem. They're more remote. So anyone who's taken a trip there knows that you can find a bottle of water for double, triple, even 4 times the price as you might find on the mainland, wherever your mainland is. So now the challenge, with total devastation in some of those areas and near total devastation in others, is how do you swiftly get rescue material, medical supplies, food, water, everything you might need. We had the lights just come back on here at our hotel to those locations. I mean, in contrast, here we're at a luxury hotel on the northeastern end of Puerto Rico. It suffered last night. People had to be evacuated from their rooms and sheltered in the lobby. But because they have resources, they've got a 24-hour turnaround, and things are just about back to normal. A lot of downed trees, but mostly people happy. The bar will be open later tonight. That is not even remotely true in vast, vast stretches of the islands just east of here. Stephanie?
Tony Dokoupil, thank you.